But for me, I need to know like where you sit, because I did admire you as an older brother in my hood. People have to remember when we were coming up, I had to deal with what was around me. I didn't have lawyers and doctors. I had gangsters. So that's what I had to deal with. So for me, I need to understand, like, is this true or not? Like, did you have something to do with it or not? Like, and I mean, because if you did, I'm gonna like, beat you down to the ground. But like when I see you,
okay.
Yeah.
As far as like right now is, did I have anything to do, you know what I'm saying, with your child father death? And the answer to that question is no. It's like that night in question is like, I was leaving a club called Cat Paradise in the Bedford Stuyvesant section, like, on Brooklyn. And even as I was walking, the club is called Cat Paradise, and you got to go up the stairs and come down the stairs as you got to the club. And that night, as I was leaving to go out, he was coming in. He was coming up the stairs. And as he was coming up the stairs, it's like, right now, like the shoulder bump, boom. It's a narrow hallway. So my thing is, I felt, honestly speaking, like, hold on, who the hell this dude is? He just shoulder checked me or whatever. And you know what? It could be the fact it's a narrow staircase. So my thing is, when that happened, I turn around to, grab, down to my waist. I wanted to get him. But the same token, it was like, you know what? No, I left it alone. I'm on my way out later for that. That was it. Okay, here it is. I didn't find out until the next day, you know what I'm saying, what happened, what took place. And basically right now is, yes, I bump into him, we bump into each other. But as far as me having anything to do with his death, no, I did not. I didn't even know who he was. So even at that same token, like you said right now is, we are so caught up into a bump. So to me, I'm ready to get him, or better yet, if I were to say something that night, I could have been gone. Because once again, it was a bump. So we in the staircase. I'm right, he's right. So if I say, yo, man, what you doing? That could have caused me my life. But even as that bump happened and I turn around, and as soon as I turn around to grab my joint, I'm saying to myself, you know what? It's not worth it. And I left. So like I told you.
Well, it's sort of difficult I respect what you're saying. And I definitely don't think you have any reason to be anything other than transparent and honest around what you believe with the encounter, like what you know the encounter to have occurred. However, people have gotten murdered by you for less than a bump.
But yes.
And you did not know that I even was having sex and that was even someone was involved with me. So you didn't know any of that.
You're right.
That being said, that's your term. That being said, it's difficult to believe that, because if anyone chin check you, it could be the end of their life. Like, they no longer have a chin. So why should I believe that or shoulder bump you?
Because once again, like I said right now, anything that I did that I was responsible for, directly or indirectly, I pled guilty to. When I made a deal with the United States government, it's no statute of limitation on murders. So once again, had I had anything to do with his death, I would have pled guilty to that. Because once again, years later, somebody come along and make mention of I have any type of form of involvement in it, then guess what? And they got corroboration evidence, they're going to take me to trial for that murder. So to me, like when I came clean of all the stuff that I was once part of, I came squeaky clean. Because once again, during that period of time, for some reason, from the Edward Burns murder, when that rookie police officer got murdered, I was a number one suspect when that happened, despite I didn't have nothing to do with it. But sometimes your reputation could supersede itself. So automatically, I'm talking about from the 103rd precinct to the 113th precinct to the 75th precinct. They felt if anybody was crazy enough and had the balls enough to execute a rookie police officer as he sat in the NYPD car, they felt I did it. But once again, I didn't do it, because if I would have done it, we wouldn't be here right now.